Hey guys, welcome back to an SMB 156AH video. I'm recording this in the morning, so I'm sluggish as hell. But someone asked me to do this, so might as well get into the intro. So you might know this, which is Hatsune Miku. So if you haven't been updated on the news just yet, they made a device for it. So this is exactly what I'm going to be reviewing today after 3 months of usage, which is my long-term use review, of course. So I powered it off earlier, so sure, let's see how it turns on.
Welcome to High Music. The show starts now.
Yes, I'm indeed using my laptop as a table for this. And I'll shift my camera a bit. So yeah, here it is. Few people been asking, the buttons seem really loose. Do they fall out? Actually, no. But what they do is they usually lose their click over like the months to come. Okay, maybe the click's just really soft, but it does lose its click. And for the power button, sometimes it does get a bit non-sensitive. It does get quite a bit like you have to press it in this SX spot. And for the function lock key, it does lose its click sometimes, but you gotta just give it time and you should be fine. So unlocking the device, I set my own pin code. So unlocking the device, we can see our home screen where we have. This is actually all of the with the apps I installed. So the default apps were calculator, calendar, camera, Chrome, clock, CX File Explorer, files, FM radio, gallery, Hybe Music, Play Store settings, VR, which is also the browser, voice memo, and voice memos. That's it. All the others are custom. Swiping down, we can see that my SD card is in, and these shortcuts are actually custom made. I did edit it, but it does only come with internet, which is your Wi-Fi, which I've already hooked up because I used this for 3 months already. And we have Bluetooth, auto rotate. No, we have Bluetooth, auto rotate, flip vertically, which flip vertically. Originally, I was confused what this meant. Also, it appears to not be in focus. I'm sorry. Camera's really finicky today. Yeah, I think it would be better if I just switch my light off, or maybe turn up the brightness. Yeah. So in settings we have internet, Bluetooth, auto rotate, flip vertically. So just flip the screen vertically 180 degrees, so you can use it upside down. Audio settings, I'll come back to that later. In settings, night light, battery saver, which I'll turn off, screencast, and that's it. Because originally you only had one page, but I added screen record. But what we can add is all the others, which is screen record, do not disturb, hotspot, data saver, quick share, extra dim, dark theme, font size, airplane mode, and color inversion, alarm, color correction, and permission controller. So heading straight into settings, we have network and internet, which I already have hooked up on my Wi-Fi. I know this sounds very much like SMOOREZ. I need to credit SMOOREZ for the inspiration for this style video. Bluetooth, which is Bluetooth, but interestingly, from different from Google Pixels and other stock Android devices, you can actually change the audio settings. Well, considering this is a digital audio player, I'd expect it to be here. We are next up USB, which is also not supposed to be here on stock Android. But USB is when you plug. This was the included cable, by the way. When you plug the device in via a USB connection. It's a good thing I have my laptop here as a stand. Okay, maybe my laptop's off. One sec. As you can see, when plugged in, it does show options and you can access it straight from settings instead of going to the notification shade. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. I'll leave the cable here. Or maybe I'll take it off. It looks better without it, doesn't it? Okay, I will say within these 3 months, I have dropped it twice. Once in a car and once on a seat. So, alright, let's head back to settings. After USB is audio settings, which is what was in the here. This is to control the DACs, which are dual source CS43198 DACs. Now, these digital filters, I still don't have much idea because I'm still learning how to use it. But yeah, you have the options if you need them. I always keep it on non-oversampling. And output power mode is basically just your gain, low gain or high gain, that's it. For apps, let's take a look at all our apps. I'm pretty sure they won't put anything dodgy in here, so I'm gonna just quickly scroll through. Android Easter egg, yeah, it runs Android 14. Android system, let's keep it fire. CNE app. Phone. This doesn't have a SIM card slot, by the way. I bought the Wi-Fi version. I see Qualcomm. This runs a Snapdragon 680. Companion device manager. Device info. Ooh, maybe you can open that up. Device lock controller, which is probably to control when device locks. External storage, which is probably to manage my SD card, which I did put a 128 gig SD card in here. Firmware over the update. Gesture navigation bar 4 times. Okay. This does have gestures. I'll show that later in system. Keychain location services. Phone calls. This doesn't have a SIM card slot, by the way. System UI is Android 14. It's upside down cake. Yeah, it runs Android 14. Tags? Wait, this is NFC? No way. No way this is NFC. It's usually hidden, so it's probably... No way. Okay, it's really hard to type from looking at the viewfinder. No way. There's no way. Yep, no, NFC is just a dot. It doesn't have any options. Yeah. Okay, anyways, moving on. I'm pretty sure they won't put anything dodgy, so moving on. Notifications, we can skip that. Battery, I have done a battery, no, not a battery test, but I've just calibrated the battery, so I will say it can last around 1 day. It lasted around 1 day before dying, and I had to charge it back up to 60%, and it took around an hour to charge it back up, since it only has 10 watt fast charging, which is the bare minimum fast charging, but hey, I'll take it. Storage, we have 64 gigabytes, which is true because this thing only has 64 gigabytes. I've already used up 30 gigabytes. I'm sorry for like the bad quality of the camera not being in focus. Maybe I'll try changing my lighting. Okay, after shifting the camera a bit, I hope this is better. Storage, we have 64 gigabytes. Sound and vibration, default notification sound was on the hunt, but I changed it to pixie dust because I couldn't hear anything. So it's basically just the same. That's actually it's not a quiet speaker. It's just that you have to turn the volume all the way up for it to work. Big speaker. And the default alarm sound, I set it to Krypton. And then we have our screen locking sound, Hatsune Miku sounds, tap and click, and always show icon while in vibrate mode. Next up is display. Not much actually. High beat volume dialog. Wallpaper. Ooh, what wallpapers do we have? Gallery, live wallpapers, and photos. I think I might get demonetized for showing the default wallpapers. So I'm just gonna move over and just... We have this. That one, we have that one, we have... Okay, I'll just censor I'll just censor a few because I think I might get demonetized for showing them. Or I didn't even get monetized in the first place. Well, here are all the default wallpapers. I think I'll take that one. Accessibility, we have our normal stuff. We also have talkback if I'm not wrong. No, we don't have talkback, unfortunately. Security and privacy, I've already set a pin, but there's no fingerprint or anything like that because it doesn't have any sensors. Location, we have on. Oh, Google passwords and accounts. I have my default accounts here. Because this is part of my main phone, I do have my old accounts on here. System, let's see what we have in system. FN function key settings is to set the mappable key. So you can set it to lock the keys. Sound record is just sound record. Flip vertical is just to make the thing flip vertically. Speaker mute is to mute the speaker. And touch lock is to lock the touch. Keyboard gestures, we have navigation gestures. We do have navigation gestures, so if you need navigation gestures, you have that option. But I'll stick to tree button. After that is date and time, backup, system updates. Let's check for an update. This did get 1.10 when I first took it out of the box, but I think they only post updates on their Instagram. So yeah. Multiple users, reset options, and parental mode. Now down to about device. Device model, IBM 500, CPU, Snapdragon 680. Yeah, the DACs are dual Cirrus CS43198. Device name, RAM 4GB, storage 64 gigs, 720p screen, which I'd say it's actually kind of bright for an LCD display. It's actually not that bad. And the battery capacity is 3100 milliamp hours. We have a unique serial number because this isn't a knockoff. Android version 14. Just trigger the Easter egg. Build number, I'm not gonna put developer options on because it breaks some functions. Legal information, and we have this cool little Easter egg at the bottom. So, as what an audio player will always do, it's time for the Spurker test. You know what? I don't actually have any good songs, so let's just go over here and listen to some, I guess. Just to test some electronic music. Actually, the speaker is kind of quiet. I don't have a sound meter, so I can't tell you how many decibels that is. But it's very, very quiet. It's quiet even on 100%. Doesn't beat any phone speakers, so if you want to listen, you're more of better using the non-included headphones, which I had to buy separately. You're better off using these. And for the review of these, I have to say, you can hear the bass if you tune the EQ correctly. You can hear the bass a lot. It's very thumpy. I mean, if you set it to be thumpy, yes. But on default settings, it's hearable. You can hear it. It's prioritized. And for the other apps, calculator is a calculator. Red. SMOOREZ reference. I'm sorry. I have to. SMOOREZ is like. I take inspiration. Calendar is the stock calendar. She asked me to verify that's me. Camera. Oh, let's do a camera test. Yeah, if you can see it through the trash 1080p quality of my phone, it smells a lot like 2013 in here. Alright, sure, let's grab some photos from my gallery and show you what there is. So here's a picture of some ducks I took. More ducks. So like, here's some pictures I took when I had it for my first month in China. We have the Russian, which is my someone, and we have a Xiaomi TV, which kind of looks bad. We also have me a video of. Oh, that looks bad. That looks very bad. We have this photo I took because I found Miku in China. Yeah, this tag did come with the device. I did not buy this separately. Then we have a model of China, somewhere in China. I forgot. Took quite a few photos. Then for that, we have me looking stupid, so I'll just skip that. Here we have a picture of some ducks. It's actually not that bad looking at the camera quality. Actually, it is that bad. I take it back. It is that bad. Oh, I'll end it off with here a photo of some scenery. It looks very much like what we would take in the 2000s, but its main purpose is to play music. I have no idea why they stuck a 13 megapixel sensor behind. I don't know what else to review, so I will just say for long-term use, it's good. It's good. My recommendations for setting if you have brought the IEMs, I recommend your EQ at pop, and then your MSEP bass texture, no, MSEP off, and just set your volume to 16, and you should be fine. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to show you the Hatsune Miku sounds, which is a function, apparently. They just replace all the system sounds with it, cause why not? I'm gonna demo to you the sounds with my wired IEMs, which is which I also spent an overpriced amount of money for. And if I plug it out, yeah, that happens. I have no idea what else to continue with, so you can suggest and maybe I can redo this video someday. I apologize for the very stupidly bad quality that I have. Hope my reputation has been tarnished. If you don't like this video, feel free to leave a dislike. I don't really mind. For videos that you like, feel free to give a like, or don't if you don't want it. And for all the others, I'll be releasing a board smashing video soon, so that's going to be out after this video. It's a really short board smashing video though, so anyways, we shall just turn this off. Oh, I forgot this widget existed. Yeah, you can make, it's basically a tappable widget. I once again apologize for this very shitty video, but oh well, I'll have to, can't fix that either way. My camera and setup suck way too much. Okay, anyways, have a good ass time. I'm gonna go piss off now. Wee.